Okay, I'm just going to call it what you called your email to me, okay? Protection. So you know who you are. I don't have to mention anybody's names. Only until recently, after all kinds of health problems, mostly related to my back, that I needed to accept and begin the journey of an empath. Those around me who have been sucking my energy dry. I'm desperately hanging on to what little energy I have left. I am in a terrible state. If you have time, would you recommend a starting place in my journey, books of some sort, or your videos of accepting that I am and always have been a sensitive? Wow, it's been a long time since I heard someone use that word. And any beginning steps of protection that one might take on this journey. First and foremost, I need to learn to protect myself before my health is compromised further, literally to the point of disability. First of all, cancel, cancel, cancel. And second of all, I am the perfect, healthy empath the universe intends for me to be. Say that first of all, if you believe it. Second of all, if you send me your address, I'll be happy to send you some citrine, other really, really important crystals that you may need. Hang on. Second of all, we're going to send you some good old crystals, starting with citrine, of course, to keep your energy to yourself and them out of your energy. Selenite, probably. What else, you guys? Put some stuff down in the comments that you know work for you. And I can't think of the names right now, because what I want you to start doing, first of all, is relanguaging everything. What you say is what you get. What you think is what you get. Where the mind goes, the behind follows, okay? When you get out of bed in the morning, the first thing I want you to do is put yourself in a huge glass vault, 3 inches thick. Nothing can penetrate, nothing can get out. Okay? Second of all, I want you to go to the mirror and I want you to tell yourself, I am a child of God that happens to be experiencing empathy for others. I keep all power to myself. And don't forget, you're inside your vault saying this, so nobody can suck it out unless you let them. Okay? Next, I would like for you to consider whoever these people are getting away if you can. If you live near Campbell, California, you can stop by my house. From whoever these people are. Just, you know, for like a full 24 hours, just being with yourself. Just, you know, I don't know, maybe go to a hostel. That's like, what, 14 bucks? If you don't have it, just send me your address. I'll send it to you. Because what happens is, I feel you need to be separated from whoever is your energy vampire and, you know, get away from them, you know. Hang on, so that you can, continue to accept. See, because first you got to be willing to accept the stuff, right? While you're getting rid of all the garbage, all the negative people, and learning to say no, no, no. Or, you know, you learn to say, you know, Tosh, right now your energy's toxic, I gotta go. Yeah, you have to. Because you can't be a broke empath, just like I can't be a broke reader. I don't do readings right now until all the rest of that, well, you can't hear, but I can feel it. There's a teeny bit of junk left in that lung. I can't even think of doing readings until that's all gone, all gone. And I'm 1,000%, not 100, 1,000%. Okay, so in my mind, in your mind, you have accepted the desire to change you, not everybody else, because they're going to keep sucking you dry, honey. They're going to keep sucking you dry. So it's not up to anybody else to change you but you. Then you got to get away, do like a half a day fast or something like that, or I don't know. I call it a fast, but I know it's not really a fast, where I just drink like lemon water and I have just plain no salt saltines, and that's all I eat all day long. When when this junk is out, I will do that, or tea or whatever, but like no serious food is what I'm trying to say. But I don't want to encourage anybody that is used to eating to not eat, because that doesn't do your body any good either, unless spirit does that for you, with you, then that's something altogether different. Okay, so now we have accepted it. We're going to do something about it. And when we come back from our own very little retreat, we are going to read positive, wonderful manifestation books like Florence Scovel Shinn, My Word is My Wand. There's a book by Florence Scovel Shinn where all 4 books are in one book. Excuse me, I'll take a picture of that when I get home. Anything by Louise, of course. She's a 80-something-year-old lady who cured herself of cancer. Yeah, and she has a book, I'm sorry I don't remember the name, of all these dysfunctions, what they mean for you spiritually, and then the affirmation after that. If any of you happen to know what that is, could you put that down in the comments, please? Because I can't think of the name of that book. Shakti Gawain, I love her. Creative Visualization. Oh God, there's so many. There's so many. If you have all those already and you just don't feel moved, the one person who really moves me is either Ruth Montgomery, Angels Among Us, Aliens Among Us. Gosh, she's written like 12 books. Anything by Ruth Montgomery, anything by Arthur Ford, Edgar Casey. Those, get right to my core. They speak right to my spirit directly, because they all talk about spiritualism. Yeah. Yeah, to me that's the meat of the meat and potatoes, It is Ruth Montgomery, Arthur Ford, Edgar Casey, old school people. I'm sorry, I was raised around a lot of older people. I tend not to be as liberal, I guess I could say, about the younger generation. I mean, anybody younger than me. I'm not going to say you don't know what you're talking about, but I just feel safer reading old school people. And maybe that's kind of prejudice of me, but I grew up around old people, that didn't charge money and didn't say you have to jump through this hoop to get to this, So that's just Tasha. I'm not telling you not to read Michael, whatever his name is, who wrote Ghost Whisperer. Hang on. The toilet, if the basin's across from you or whatever's across from you, I put my little candle there, because quite often, don't you start a meditation and you gotta go pee? Yeah. So this fixes both problems. Yeah, sit down on the toilet, light your little candle, set up your little tiny altar, might burn my sage, burn my dragon's blood. To me, both of them succinctly are powerful, to me. So try that for yourself and smudge yourself. See, while you're sitting on the toilet, that's a really great time to smudge yourself, just so you know. Then, when you are finished smudging and all that good stuff, I want you to go and put just a little bit of water in the microwave for 30 seconds. Okay, if you can stand to drink it hotter, and I want you to drink it as hot as you can. Then I want you to go back and lay down with yourself, no one around, lock the door, and put your little rain music or something with no words on, your little meditation music, okay? And just lay there. I don't want you to meditate, not yet. I don't want you to meditate at least for another 7 days.